It's time for Myst. Good evening, everyone. How is everyone today? Happy Thursday. We have hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube this week, which is an amazing milestone. And probably, you know, it's a milestone that I certainly, when we started this channel, did not expect to reach. You know, like given that this channel originally started as my second channel, as a sort of bit of a break from the main channel, which was like video essays and so on, and spent a long time researching stuff and writing stuff and editing and so on. This was like supposed to be like my chill out channel. I certainly never thought it would become more popular, and 1,000 subscribers is an amazing milestone to achieve. So thank you everyone who's made that a reality. In the chat today we have Spypo, good day to you. We have Zephyronicus, good day. Sleepy Otter, hello, hello. We have Blue Pinecone, good evening from Sweden. We have Nimaway in the chat, woohoo 1,000. And then on the YouTube chat we have Chris R offering congratulations. Pencils and Stories, good to see you. Phil C, thank you very much for your congratulations. And Tony Allen. Last time out, we were on this moon planet, which is not called Tigra. That was the last one we were on, the ice planet. But we're a little bit stuck on this gondola, and I did say last time out that I thought that we would go and do something else and maybe come back to this later, because I don't want to sit around being too stuck for too long. However, I did have one idea, which is maybe a really dumb idea, but we'll see if it works, and that is to pop the tablet down on the gondola and then there we go! Haha! Try and oh no, he just went. He just disappeared. That really didn't do anything at all. Nothing at all. Okay. Don Jennings in the chat. Congrats from Western NC, North Carolina. How can you wrap your head around Myst, Rem, and Blueprints all at the same time? Well, if I were playing them all totally simultaneously, I would agree. Ah, Blueprints though. It's such a good game, isn't it? It's such a good game. I tell you what, right? So, not wanting to spoil too much, but there's definitely like very soon, and I mean very, very soon, we're going to hit a run of just like absolutely ridiculous luck. Like there's going to be several days in a row where it's just like, oh my god, this can't keep happening, surely. And it's great. It's great. I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you. And we are going to be sharing it on Saturday. We are having our 1,000 subscriber party, 7:45 on YouTube, 7:45 PM that is, British summertime on YouTube this Saturday. It's a Blueprints double bill, episodes 24 and 25 back to back. Patreon members will then be able to watch episodes 26 and 27 early after that. But episodes 24 and 25 this Saturday, and we're going to be doing that as a premiere event, so I'll be live in the chat with all of you. Where did you take my tablet? Samurai Stack says, cheers from sunny Florida. Subscribed during my original Riven playthrough. Wow, that's an OG subscription, that is. Thanks for all the quality puzzle solving and best of luck moving forward. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Is the RNG for blueprints real? I think it is. Like, part of me thinks that some of the RNG has to be gated, essentially. Like, surely some of it's gated. Well, we'll put that back. We're gonna try a different age. So for example, it does seem very convenient that, like, very often, when you add a new, incidentally, minor spoilers for blueprints here, okay. Very often when you add a new blueprint to your house, you will get that blueprint offered to you within 1 or 2 drafts of adding that blueprint, right? So, like, you will literally, like, often you'll get the new thing that you've created, like, the next room that you get offered, which surely can't literally be random. Like, I mean, it could be, but it doesn't feel like it is. And, right, so that's the one we've done. Wait, so can we... No, we can't get to all 4 of these. No, this gate is still up. This gate is still up. But on the other hand, there is some stuff which is clearly genuinely RNG. I had one chap in the comment section tell me that he drafted Foundation on day 1, and he assumed that was a forced pick. That, like, Foundation had to hit you on day 1, and I think his Foundation was on, like, rank 2 or rank 3 or something. So, like, a really, really, well, fortunate or unfortunate placement, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, so, like, getting Foundation on day 1, that's kind of wild. I wouldn't have thought that that would be an option. Apparently it is. Pencil Story says, I recently started both Rem and The Witness on my recommendation. Both are excellent. Both are excellent. The Witness genuinely is a seminal piece of work. Rem is less of a culturally impactful piece of work, but I think it's a very competently put together game. Very hard, but good fun, for sure. So what we need to do here, like, it feels like now the problem with this age is, because we didn't actually solve the actual puzzles to get up here, we might actually still be missing a really important aspect of how the tablet even functions at all. Now, certainly, now hang on a second. No, the door's closed out. The Bahro don't come into the lab, right? The Bahro never come into the lab. I think Esher said that at some point. Are there any real puzzles? The only one I saw was guessing which box contained items. Yes, there are. It's very much a kind of Outer Wilds style. The first step of the puzzle is identifying that there is a puzzle kind of thing. But there are definitely puzzles. Like, I mean, ostensibly, like the... Nah, ostensibly is the wrong word, but broadly speaking, you can get a very good way into the game by kind of following the clear objective that's kind of laid out for you, which is, in the first instance, get to room 46. But there is very little explained to you about where that is or how you would get to it. And a lot of the puzzles along the way are in service of working out how you would do that. And once you've done that, that is certainly then not the end of the story. Yes, more kind of gets revealed through the sort of in-world story elements, and there is a certain amount of, you can kind of get as deep into the story as you want to get, but certainly it's definitely one of those where if you sit down and kind of read the lore and so on, you can get a deeper understanding of the place where this story is set. Okay. The fact that Esher mentioned that the Bahro never come into the lab, that's at least my recollection of what he said, makes me think that that must be important in some way in solving this puzzle. That we can put the tablet down somewhere unusual and it not be taken away. What is this then? Don Jennings reached room 46 on day 57, now on day 80 and still discovering. Putting my schedule in your calendar. To business! Real RNG will appear non-RNG sometimes. Yes, that is absolutely true. If I stand on this and drop this tablet, does anything particular happen? Like, why is that lit up particularly? Chris says, see, I just thought it was select the correct rooms to get to the top room and then win. Didn't seem that appealing to me, but I give it another go. Oh yeah, no, it's certainly quite a bit deeper than that, for sure. I mean, there is definitely... I mean, I don't want to mislead you. There is a lot of rogue in that roguelike. In that there is definitely an aspect of you need the thing, you need to draft the thing to move to the next area, or you need a room that's going to connect two other rooms, and then it's just not offered to you. And then you're like, ah, well, shoot, I'll need to kind of go and try that again another day. So I mean, usually it's not too much of a problem because you can have a... It's got a very broad exploration base in that whilst your primary goal is to get to room 46, that's not necessarily what you are trying to achieve every day. And there's far more emphasis placed, at least initially, on understanding the rules of the drafting and understanding the mechanisms of it and getting yourself into a position where you are able to draft more consistently and take control of the RNG in certain subtle ways and things like that. Now, I'm not 100% sure that there is... I'm not 100% sure that there is particularly anything to do in here. Because we've already made it to the top of this tower, but maybe there is. Now, the Bahro don't come in here. But what does popping the tablet down and leaving it behind actually do for us? Chris says, sounds like the perfect game to watch and not play myself. Do you know what? I would support that decision. Ah, pencils and storage. We were talking about the save files for Myst 5 last time. If you take a photo, it creates a save. That's good to know. Oh, man. I hate to say it, but I think we're a little bit stuck. Like, I'm not 100% sure exactly what to do. And do you know what? I feel like I really just don't fully understand all of the nuanced ways that these tablets work or what I'm supposed to do with them. So, indeed, yes, the Bahro did not come to retrieve that tablet. The tablet is the thing back in Denis that's locked in place that Yeesh told you not to give her. The stone slabs you carry around are called slates. They are similar, but not the same. That's good to know. That's good to know. We have Tyra Steelheart in the Twitch chat. Good to see you again. You were just watching the last stream where I ended up lost in space, decided to shift gears. Yeah, because we kind of got a bit stuck on that gondola. But, like, I'm not getting much better inspiration here either. Oh, yes, yes. Sunset on the beach is absolutely... This is definitely my vibe for sure. I was saying all the way back in the Haven Moon playthrough, which if you've not played Haven Moon, I'd definitely give that a recommend. The Haven Moon playthrough, I said that there's a very unique subgenre of first-person cozy puzzle games set on islands. It's a very small subgenre of games, but it's a good one. It's a good genre. I like it. Haven Moon's on your wish list. I'd give it a recommend. I'd give it a recommend. You wonder if it would be worth rewatching Esher's speech. We certainly can do that. I believe we can do that with one of these. Not Tigra. Much to learn. First the stone slate. Pick it up from the pedestal. Take it with you. But know this about the slates. They too are abominations made by the Bahro. Creatures abuse of the art of writing. Still, they carry great power. You'll find that you can write on the slates anything you wish. There are some elementary symbols that creatures understand. At least in this way, you can use the Bahro hindrance for your good. They will take it if you drop it. They will obey it if you order them. They will return it in time. As you learn, you will have more control. Okay. No, that's not it. The surface is 3 miles above us. 3 miles. No, that was from underground. Welcome to my age, Nola Ben. When Denis died, I fled here from death to death. You will see the fingerprints of the creatures everywhere. This was their home, and they did not welcome me. To survive, I was forced to learn. You will learn here as well. It is not like the other ages. You have unlocked my lab. Impressive. It is safe here. They are afraid. They will not come here. The snake binds them, prevents them from linking. I take no pleasure in what they have endured here, but I had to learn. Did you know that you aid the creatures to Bahro as you move the slates? Did Yesha tell you that? Did you know that the full power of the Bahro is restrained by the tablet? Did Yesha tell you that? Did you know that they will not come near anything with the symbol of the snake? Did you know that the tablet that Yesha told you not to give her controls them? Did she tell you that? I have learned they are terrifying creatures if not controlled. Go to the top of my refuge, up there. Seal this refuge, and you can climb. The snake. Speaking of recommendations, says Tyra, Chants of Sonar. Absolutely. We have played Chants of Sonar on stream. I would also give that one a recommend. It was great fun. Great fun. Is the symbol of the snake over here on the dictionary? Is one of these the snake? We have also seen a snake, like an actual physical snake. They're sort of wandering around in here. There he is. Hello. Oh. No, he just kind of disappeared. We have Aaron Guinair in the chat. Hey, everyone. Hey, Aaron. Thank you very much for your congratulations on the 1K. You know, everyone's going to ask if you have any news about your game. The most anticipated game of 2025. The marketing push you're doing on the YouTube at the moment, I think, is brilliant. The amount of effort you're putting into posting so frequently about it, it's real high effort stuff. I'm going back to the lab. The snake binds them. Like, I mean, it's not going to be like literally. Surely not. And he's scratching his head. No, he was able to link away perfectly happily. Oh, where did you go? That's weird. Oh, you can't wander in here. Oh, no, I accidentally put it down. I didn't mean to put it down at all. Well, it now doesn't have my drawing on it. Whoops. Or, hang on a minute. Is it... Because if I draw the box... Okay. If I draw this... with one line on here, can I force a Bahro to link into Esher's lab? Nah, he's kind of scratching his head. Because if he links into Esher's lab, does he get stuck there? No, he's just putting it back. I mean, it might be that my drawing's just not very good. So we'll try it a second time, because that has tripped us up before. Okay, so put this one down. No, he's just kind of scratching his head still, so... That's no good. Which is a little odd, right? Because I would have expected this blank one here to be the doodle that gets you this one here. Have I tried following a Bob Ross drawing on this thing? I think the closest we could get to a Bob Ross drawing would be, yeah, like I could get, oh dear. It doesn't help that Bob Ross had a very impressive afro. So I'd give him a nice big afro like this. And then, although actually, no, because he always stood the opposite way around. Right, so he always stood with a big afro. Right, and then his canvas would be sort of around about here, and he'd sort of be drawing on it, and there'd be a mountain usually, right, and some happy trees. There you go. What has this stream become? Happy little trees. I tell you what, right? I'll be right back. So. I will show you my attempt. Would you guys like to see my attempt at painting a Bob Ross painting? I did try it once. Well, my best attempt is hung up on my wall. Oh, someone's retracted a message. Okay, we've got one vote for yes. I might need a hint. I might need a hint on what we need to do. Am I missing some learning from somewhere? Are we supposed to have done the space level first to learn something that we don't understand in this level? Like, I'm kind of reticent to go to age number 4, because age number 4 is almost certainly going to be relying on further knowledge that we don't have yet. Yeah, the Bahro, whereas Bob Ross is happy to run with it, the Bahro are just like, nah, I don't understand that. Get out of here. Zephyronicus says go upstairs. We certainly can go upstairs. Like, we can't get a Bahro to link in this. Oh, hang on a second. Was that there all the time? Ah. Yeah. All right. I think that might be it. I was kind of close with my first drawing. I think it's just like that. Okay. But we're going to need to stick this somewhere where a Bahro will actually link in. Which isn't in here. Tyra says they missed the beginning of the stream, so is not sure what we have and haven't done yet. Yes, that is reasonable. Well, in this age... Okay, hang on a second. There we go. Right. That gets us through there. In this age, we've kind of cheesed 2 puzzles to get to where we're up to, but we didn't actually really solve either of them legitimately. We kind of accidentally solved both. Well, the underground pathway we solved, like, legitimately enough. Anyway, right, let's go kidnap a Bahro. Ooh, Tony Allen's got a blueprint stream to go and see. Have fun. Say hi from all of us. Okay. Not really a hint, but getting that first plinth symbol on the tablet would save you a bit of tunnel traversing. Yeah, I thought... What? You're not supposed to be able to link with the snake on it. What are you doing? You're wiping off all my stuff as well. Oh, the ladder descent in VR would be gross. First time chatter, Doffy90. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Right, he's looking around. He's looking at it. Oh no! Oh, that's different this time. Okay. Okay, but what can we do with that? They just sort of wandered off. Trank 0007 says, I'm seriously curious how the slate mechanic passed playtesting. It is a bit fiddly, isn't it? Because, yeah, sometimes it kind of makes a sort of something which definitely isn't the symbol, and sometimes something which I would definitely recognize as being the symbol is happy to make the symbol. This isn't really binding anything, though. They're refusing to touch it. So... we'll try this one again. Because I do agree, if that is a symbol... Oh no, but that's... They're not gonna link into the lab? No. Have I realised... Pencils of the Story says, have I realised what Esher was doing in his lab? My only supposition, based on the cage and the pointy things, is that he's attempted to trap a Bahro inside the cage and is sort of poking it. This is my best guess. Just purely on the basis that there is a cage and there's sort of pokey implements. Spiper says they look almost like they didn't intend to link in, like the slate teleported the Bahro there without warning them. Yeah, poked the Bahro and then said, come on, do something. Now we can't climb this ladder whilst holding this tablet. So we definitely can't do anything like get the tablet on top of the cage or anything like that. And putting the tablet down in here, I mean, Esher was pretty clear. The Bahro don't come in here anyway. So do the Bahro not come in here by choice, or the Bahro don't come in here because they can't come in here? But if they can't come in here, that wouldn't have any. That wouldn't particularly be anything to do with the snake, because they can link in, see the snake, and they don't like it. Duffy, I agree. This game is confusing. So we've still got the snake on there. Okay. Like, can we sneak up on the Bahro? No. Can we force the Bahro to link in? Will they link in on the top? Like, will they link in up here and stand on this pressure plate for us? Like, they don't link in when we're here, but is that because that's a little bit too close? Can we go and link away? But, like, would they link on top of his... Like, they won't link into his lab. Will they link on top of his lab? The only way we'll really see it is by going this way. Unless we can, like, hear it. But I don't think we'll hear it from this distance. Oh, yes! No, that is working. That is working. Yes? No? How long does it take for them to link out and link back in again each time? It was definitely doing something, wasn't it? Unless it was just a sort of trick of the light. I don't know. It was blue, wasn't it? Maybe I imagined it. Maybe we were just seeing what we wanted to see. I mean, it does kind of have a blue outline to it anyway, doesn't it? I mean, maybe I positioned the tablet incorrectly. Let's see if we can go and snap on the snappy... The snap to grid. We'll turn the snap to grid on. Then I can't possibly be standing in the wrong place. Game is trolling. Dark Phase in the chat. Good morning. Good morning. Hang on. My tablet's been stolen, so a Bahro did come in. There was a snake on it, though. Okay, so the Bahro can link to the top of the lab. That's confirmed. Fine. Fine. Here we go. So we bring this up. And we give it the old snaky snake. Okay, now, no Bahro's coming into that yet. Not whilst we're here. We're going to turn on free movement again, and we are running, running, running. Right. Run, 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 run! Okay, that sounded like he was already linking out. Run, 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 run! Out of here, snake. This does not look like this is open. Like, that's certainly about as fast as you could do it. Trits in the chat. Run! Oh, man. I think our snake probably wasn't realistic enough. It sounded like they linked out, like, straight away. I'm not sure. The way the rock appears to dissolve reminds me of how the images work in the Riven remake. Tyra has mixed feelings about the Riven remake. Wait a minute. The tablet's not here. And it's not here either. What was that sound? Oh. Okay, here we go. Let's try drawing a snake again. Right. Whoops. To confirm. Right, and we'll put the tablet down to confirm that our snake is a good snake. Right? Like, realistic. Like, the realism there is unsurpassed. Right? We're going to check that the snake evokes the appropriate amount of fear. No. No. Give me my tablet back. Right? Not an appropriate amount of scary in this snake. So let's get rid of that. We're going to make it bigger. More like this. Okay. James Moore's in the chat, 20 minutes behind, you'll catch up. Okay, this looks like an appropriately scary snake now. Fine, good, get out of here. Now, my snake drawing stays on the page. For now. Then we go back to here. Plot twist, you need a Bob Ross before drawing the snake. Wait, we go to... There we go. Right, we go to snap to grid. Now we're going to put our Snecko tablet down. Pencils and Stories said, I always had trouble with the Sneck symbol too. Always feel the vertical space between the lines needs to be big enough. Fair. Okay, now. We're going to walk back, and we're going to run. Walk back, run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. It's enough of a change that it feels different. Like the game icon isn't even the 5 anymore. It's a fish. True. True, that's the Riven remake, of course. Yes! Finally! And we're here. I mean, the age is done. Okay. Wait, no. No, the age is not done. We need this symbol. We need to draw this symbol onto our tablet. So let's grab a screenshot of that and just pop that into our notebook. I skipped so much, says Pencils and Stories. Oh dear. I know. I do feel a bit bad about it, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, right. I got a picture in my notebook. Lots of writing on these walls. Never noticed that, says Spiper. So one bit. Does anyone else have this as a mouse problem? That they'll be drawing and then their cursor will just be like, boop. Like, okay, one. And then a little one. And then a little one here. And a little one here. And then a little one here. And then we'll pop that down. Okay. And then we can warp to the end.
No one understands these creatures as I do. I see you doubt that. No one has learned their language as I have. Do you question that as well?
I'm not
What other doubts
anything,
has she
mate.
placed in your mind? I have opened my age, my mind, and my understanding, and yet still you question my motives.
No, I disagree with your motives. That's
I only
quite
hope
different.
The knowledge I have gained will save you and me in the end. Listen carefully. The quest is half complete, and the decision nears. You have seen much of what the Dukni once were, and what they were able to build. Do you see what we might create yet again? The city, the ages! Do you see it? Go! Bring us closer!
So yeah, I definitely think we're going to need to take some in-game screenshots so that we can get save games. Because if there are multiple endings to this, and all Myst games have had multiple endings so far. In fact, all of them have. All of them have multiple endings. Giving the tablet to Esher sounds like a genuinely terrible idea. Genuinely terrible. Right? Like, who would do that except to see the bad ending. But Yisha doesn't necessarily seem that much better. And Yisha has also very explicitly told us not to give her the tablet. I'm inclined to believe her. So that kind of leaves third ending, destroy the tablet? Like, who knows, right? Okay, we are 2 ages down, 2 ages to go. Well, with that, shall we go back to the gondola? Which I believe is just over here, right? No. Wait, so this is the one that's not accessible, right? Yes, here we are. Why isn't Esher doing this himself, says Doffy90. It's a good question. It's a good question. Do I want background info about Nullaben and what Esher was doing? Oh yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm definitely up for lore dumping as long as it's not puzzle spoilers. Yeah, 100%. He said in a speech, says Spiper, that he already tried to do this himself but failed somehow. Interesting. Maybe he didn't have Atris' journal and thus was missing the critical information that energy, nature and change are the most important components of any age. That's a little in-joke for you guys. Have I worked out how Esher is linking around? Like, he's certainly got a journey cloth on his shoulder. Although someone in the comments, I believe, someone said he didn't actually. He's not actually. It's not actually a journey cloth. It's something else. But it behaves a bit like a journey cloth, it seems. Peddler's the Story says he was indeed poking the Bahro because he wanted to learn about how they work. Maybe you can guess how he's linking in and out at will. Oh, no, I don't like that answer. No. You're gonna make me sad. You're gonna make me sad. Okay. Well, well, now we know the symbol of the snake. Is that universal and it applies everywhere? But I don't know. This is very much a... This is very much a long shot here. That's probably not even close. Like, if I put it here, can I effectively instruct the Bahro that I want them to... Nah, he's shaking his head. He doesn't know what that is. So this symbol doesn't carry? No, it does. It does. It does. So we can use that still here. And we could certainly use that to, like, activate a pressure plate or something. But... I don't get why this handle doesn't do anything for us. Have I had any problems on YouTube with the audio? Lots of people end up with claims. Ah, yeah. Like in every Myst game since Riven. Like, yeah, no. We were discussing this on the Discord, right? Like every episode of every Cyan game, except for Myst and Riven, which kind of makes sense because I think the music was done by Robin Miller. I have a feeling, because the copyright claims that the videos hit. Oh yeah, no, Uru and Mystfight, yeah, all of them, every episode. The copyright claims that do get hit do not appear to be coming from Cyan. So my feeling is, and this is somewhat corroborated because people have kind of heard this music being used in other projects and things, is that Cyan maybe have a perpetual, exclusive, worldwide commercial distribution license for the music in video game form, and maybe they don't own the license for any other medium that the music might be broadcast in. That's my only explanation for it. I have absolutely no evidence to support that at all, except for the fact that it does not appear that it's Cyan that makes the copyright claims, and when you... I mean, you know, you can go through the rigmarole of submitting a fair use claim if you wish, but realistically, it's not worth it, right? To be honest, because like, fair use is a little bit of a funny one, right? Because a work has to be specifically transformative, or you have to be providing commentary or criticism. And whilst we do comment on the music in these video games occasionally, the commentary that I'm providing is not really about the music itself. And so, from a fair use point of view, this is my interpretation, of the legalities of the situation. It is definitely a bit of a grey area as far as fair use goes. So you can obviously try and claim fair use. I have certainly had the most success phrasing my fair use claims as, please let me use this, thank you, right? And then sometimes that gets waved through. My fair use claims tend to do less well if I phrase them, this is a transformative work and it falls under fair use. Like, because sometimes, depending on who's reviewing it, sometimes they go, no, that's not commentary, it's not transformative, denied. And if it's denied, your options are essentially to appeal the denial, which is a very bad idea in general, right? Especially if you're not rock solid on where you sit legally, right? Or just let it go. And to be honest, I just let it go, right? Like, nowadays I don't even dispute the copyright claim, to be honest, because it is every episode, and I just don't think it's worth it, right? Because I'm here for the love of the game. I'm here for the love of the game, right? Like I'm not here to try and like nickel and dime every advertising cent I can get out of it, right? So it's not something that bothers me particularly. And that is my short 5-minute explanation on fair use. If you guys are interested in hearing more about the fair use process in YouTube and copyright claims in general, do let me know, because it is something that I've read a lot about. And yeah, it's... Yeah, totally agree with you, Tyra. Tyra says, yeah, it doesn't seem like Cyan would be bothered by it. I mean, like, people are playing their games, why complain? Yeah, I mean, that's basically been the position of every studio since the early 2010s. There was a period where games, like particularly Grand Theft Auto 5, I think, were claiming Let's Play videos as, no, this is ours, we own this. But the broad industry kind of shifted more to, well, it's advertising, so, like, how much do we care? So, yeah. It swings and roundabouts. It comes and goes over time, you know. Sometimes Cyan feels like they're propagating through time slower than everyone else. I've seen someone else with similar, I'd have to find it again, but I think the soundtrack is protected under fair use as part of the game. Semi-related factoid from Tyra. Aurora's team are always on the lookout for React channels so that they can make sure no one reacting to her stuff gets claimed. They like people reacting to her music. Okay, that's good. Yeah, unless you're familiar with the process of disputing, it's too much work every time. Yeah, I mean, it's a fairly procedural thing, but it's just admin. It just adds admin for like no reason. Pencils and Stories has been giving us more lore on what Esher has been doing. The drawings in Esher's lab are anatomy sketches of Bahro limbs. This is why they don't come into the lab. Hope this isn't spoiler in any way. I think you drew this conclusion yourself already, maybe not in this much detail. Yeah, no, that was the conclusion I drew. Still horrible. James Moores has caught up with us. Right. We've learned the trick of the snake. We have learned the trick of the snake. Does the snake give us, like, is there a pressure plate or a detection somewhere that we can use? Or is there a different symbol The snake is the only symbol... Well... The snake is a special symbol from the island. There was another special symbol that we learned. Right. Do I have a picture of it before I go backtracking? No. But I do tell you what we did take a couple of pictures of. We took a couple of pictures of these. These are from the notebooks. Jump, jump, jump. We didn't take a picture of the relevant thing. So we're going to go back to remind ourselves sort of what it is. You had Esher's whole shebang spoiled a few days ago, unprompted in a completely different conversation. Ah, I bet you weren't pleased with that. We have a couple of special symbols that I've skipped right over. Wait, so if I go back here... There is... Just here... Does that symbol work on the other age? And if it does, what does it do? That's the only other special symbol that we have right now. So... Nope. Oh, man. This, considering it's literally just a square, we take wrong turns across these bridges all the time. Okay, here we go. So, go to here. And then up this way. Yeah, it's important to remember though, getting a copyright claim on a video is not the same as getting a copyright strike. Copyright strikes are very bad. And I believe you can have like 3 of them and your channel's gone. So, those you definitely want to avoid. Right. Beep, beep, beep. Down. Right. Do you recognize? Yeah. No. I mean, no. First of all, I want to see if this symbol does anything for you. You know? No. It doesn't quite touch. So, circle, line, 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 and a larger... Ah! Ah! Line, 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 and a larger arc. Like that. Oh dear. Pezzle Stories needs to get some sleep. Have a good stream. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, here's the thing. First time I put it down, he didn't scratch his head not knowing what it was. Right? Second time... Hello. Hello. Yes, hopefully see you for the premiere event on Saturday, Pencils and Stories. Thank you very much for coming by. Right, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. There you go. There you go. That's beautiful. That's it. That's the one. He's looking at it. He's scratching his head, shaking his head, and he's like, nah. Okay. Now, the first time we laid it down, what he didn't do was go, rah! But what he also didn't do was shake his head and go, yeah. Man, this Bahro sucks. Okay. Take one. Last attempt to try and do something here. Right. No. Maybe the Bahro have finally accepted my artistic prowess. Oh man, such that it is. Tyra says, drawing these was torture on the touchpad. I bet it was. I bet it was. Like, I have seen on TikTok a trailer for a game which does involve sort of scribbling runes to cast spells. And that looked pretty fun, because it's kind of a bit like a tower defense game. And so the more complicated things are more powerful, but they take longer to draw and you might make more of a mistake. I like that idea. Not sure if you'll make the housewarming party. You gotta... Sorry, not sure if you make the premiere because you have a housewarming party for some friends the night before, and then you're moving house that day. Oh, exciting! Our house moving day is a big day. Best of luck. Best of luck with the move. Are you moving far? It's so strange because I'm totally convinced we got some sort of reaction the first time we did it. You are moving 500 to 750 miles. I live in a country where a quarter of the whole length of it is that error margin between those two numbers. Assuming that you mean miles and not meters, because if you're moving 500 to 750... Oh, right, oh no, meters, right, okay. That's brilliant, that's brilliant. Okay, so you're moving like half a kilometre down the road. That's alright. Man, I remember when I was in university, between my 3rd year and 4th year, we were moving house, and it was probably around about, yeah, half a kilometre, maybe 1 kilometre. But we were students, and we were like way too cheap to like rent a moving van. So we literally carried all of our furniture up the street, and it took hours, and it was so exhausting, man. Like, in some respects, being a student in some ways, great fun. In other respects, absolute nightmare. Absolutely just terrible. No. Okay, right. Am I missing... Right, we'll do 20 questions time. Am I missing a special symbol that I need to use to solve this puzzle? I think that's probably a fair question to ask at this stage. No is the resolute answer to that. James Moore says, this is Dr. Kawashima's brain training all over again. You've learned at uni not to do that again. Well worth the university fees. Oh dear. Well, I was one of the fortunate and blessed. Well, I say I was fortunate. I was less fortunate than the people that came before me, but more fortunate than the people that came after me. The university system in England, bear in mind Scotland has their own independent system, so I'm certainly not talking about the whole of the UK, but in England the university system is paid for by student loans. Great. Now, my older brother was of the generation where he just had to pay fees. Before him, right, so people born in like 1977, 78, somewhere around that region, you didn't have tuition fees for university. You had a grant. Like, if you were smart, you got your tuition paid for by the state, because the state took a view that having an educated population was a good idea. So, yeah, as long as you passed your exams and stuff, you got yourself a grant to go and study at university. I was in the same cohort as my older brother, and I had to pay tuition fees, which we all thought very hard done by at the time. Little did we know. 2 years after I went to university, right? So I paid, my tuition was £1,070 per year, right? Now, I also had to pay for my accommodation, food, living expenses, etc., etc. But my tuition was £1,070 a year. And admittedly, this was in like the early 2000s. So, you know, inflation, it's a little bit more expensive than £1,000 would carry you nowadays. 2 years after me, they introduced what they called top-up fees, where it went from £1,000 a year to like £3,700 a year. So like tripled it. And then, like in 2010 or 2011, somewhere around there, they introduced just £9,000 a year tuition fees. So they tripled it again. So in the space of 7/10 of a decade, right, they 9x'd the tuition at university in England, and it's terrible. So I'm in the very fortunate situation, because my tuition fees were only £1,000 a year. Okay, I studied for 4 years, and I also had my other expenses that I had to take out a loan for, but it means that I have paid off my student loan, because I'm old now, and I've paid it. But people 2 years younger than me still might have loans which are bigger than the amount of money that they even borrowed at the time. Because that's the other thing as well. My interest rate was pegged too. So my interest rate was like, it was flat whilst you're still studying, and then it was something like, it was like pegged to CPI or something. Nowadays it's like CPI plus 4% or something appalling like that. I don't know the exact figure. I've not looked it up in ages. But yeah, the interest rate is also higher, as well as the loan being higher. So yeah, I really did get in on the last cohort of people who have a realistic chance of paying off their student loan and living kind of debt-free in that regard. Yeah. Katakins in the chat says, I contributed over $150,000 for my children's college tuition, and I'm still paying down those loans. Oh, it's painful. It's painful. James says, if only there was an easier way to say 7/10 of a decade. If there is, James, I don't know it. Adian Writer, the symbol detection in the game is so forgiving that it's rare to not have someone accidentally sequence break and go somewhere very early. Yeah. Darkface says, I have no tertiary education and yet have had multiple offers of skilled work, but I like my current job. It's very relaxing and covers my bills. I think there's a lot to be said for that. You know, I spent a long time in my younger years worrying a lot about my career, and as I am approaching my midlife, I'm definitely kind of coming around slightly more to the idea of not worrying about that so much. I think I might need a hint here, you know. Let me just finish catching up with the chat. So, Tyra says, I'm in the States. That was a 20th of my annual tuition 20 years ago. Yeah, no, the States has always been just a totally different animal entirely. Absolutely. Yeah, you have nothing but sympathy from me in that regard. Duffy says, they don't want people studying. Don't spy. I'm in the category of people who got the interest is whatever we say plan, where the debt goes up regardless of if you're paying it off or not. Yeah, so you must be a couple years younger than me, then. Yeah. Dark Fae accidentally admitting on the internet to not concentrating at work. I don't know what you do. To be honest. Like, you might be a night security guard. And I knew someone that worked security, and they said they quite liked that, you know. Like, he was really into crypto, actually. So he had to stay at the desk and, like, be there in case anyone tried to break into the building. But other than that, he just watched crypto videos and traded crypto all night, every night. So, yeah, it's alright. Man's got to have a hobby, right? Boss man knows. Okay. I think it's time to touch blue. Give us a clue. I think we need a hint here, because I don't want to end today's episode stuck on the same puzzle that we were stuck on last episode. Like, I know we've solved that other age, but you know. And as much as I love just, like, hanging out with you guys and shooting the breeze, I feel like we should also make progress, but I'm kind of drawing a blank on what we should do here. Have I entered my code I got into where they go? Have a look around, says Zephyronicus. I don't remember the correct solution, but I did notice something, says Spiper. Have a look around. Have a look around usually means we've missed something either above or below where we currently are. Do you know what? Maybe let's go to... If we go to Snap Grid, we can't physically end up in the wrong place, right? James Moore says, I hope it's not another hidden ladder. It's always hidden ladders. It's always a ladder, James. Tyra says, yeah, what Zephyr said, assuming you have entered the codes. How many symbols have I found? In this age, I've found this one symbol. Oh, or you mean the codes in the codes? Sorry, wait. You mean these codes? These codes down here. We've done 2 of them. 2 of them, I think. Hang on. Yeah, because we saw a code here, and we've seen a code back here. Yeah, so we've done 2 codes, and we have entered both of those. Jaffra says, my guess is that you missed a symbol in one of the telescopes. Ah, okay. And getting that 3rd symbol will activate the gondola for us. Okay. So there's this one here, which is the gondola, of course. Ah, there's a telescope there. Which we can see. So that's all fine. Oh, there's actually quite a bit more that we can look at around here, isn't there? Okay. Whoops! Oh, I clicked out of the thing. Well, it was from here that we spotted the symbol to teleport us to over the other way. Because, yeah, was it through that wheel? Yeah, it was through that wheel we saw that symbol there. I don't think you can click... Oh, kinda. Wait. If we want to get over there, we have to go via the other portal. So, I don't see anything from that one. Let's check out the other one again. Jump. Jump. Yeah, there's the gondola. Yeah, so we've got that one, which we've got from the telescope up there. Dark Fae heading off to work. Have a great day. Have a great day. I'll see you soon. Thank you for coming along. Okay, so we've seen that one over there. Is there another place to be looking? Like, we can look more closely at that. Right, okay. Yeah, I think we've seen it. Oh, you were absolutely right. It was just a thing that we missed. It was just a thing that we missed. Oh dear. I don't know. I got no excuse. I got nothing. I got no excuse for you guys. Oh, no, don't put it down. This age be a sneaky, sneaky age. You are absolutely right. Yep, that's it. Pop it down. Okay. And then... The hole in there is only if the telescope is properly aligned, which may not have been the case the first time you were there. Oh, because we went there, we got the code, we put the code in, that moved the telescope, which revealed the next code. Ah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that does take a little bit of depth of thought, doesn't it? Yeah, I see. I see. Okay. Well, my friends, I'm happy to report that we are not ending today's stream in the same place that we ended last week, or indeed ending it stuck at all. We have stuff to now do. So there we go. Unfortunately, though, it is like nearly 10 o'clock here, and we are out of time. So we're going to be wrapping up the stream there. If you are watching on YouTube in the future, thank you very much for coming along and watching this episode of Myst 5. Not a huge amount of gameplay this week, a lot of natter instead. But as I always say, these streams, they tend to be more, what's the word? Just chatting streams where we happen to be playing a video game at the same time, right? If you're watching on YouTube in the future, thank you very much. Do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will see you next time. Have a great week. Bye for now. Okay, so that's the outro for YouTube. Thank you everyone who's come along live. If you're on YouTube,